Welcome to the Wexford Football League show. Myself and Nicky are joined now by Aidan Delaney, former player of the Wexford League, who had a very interesting week, captaining his club Newport against Man United in the FA Cup. Welcome to the show, Ryan.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate you having me on.
I see you have a big smile on you there. I'd say it was a very interesting and a good week personally for yourself.
Yeah, no, it was a good week. I was built up now, I think, for about, 10 days. Probably it was a build up from the whole thing. And then coming into Sunday, then it was, I suppose, just pure excitement kind of Sunday morning before the game, getting ready to go, really.
And just bring us back to when the draw was made and when you got Man United at home. Were you excited, nervous, afraid, frightened? Which feelings had you got the most?
No, to be honest, it was a bit of it was a weird one. So obviously we'd drawn our FA Cup game on the weekend, so we knew we'd a replay. So the FA Cup draw was on the Monday, and so we knew, right, we'll see who we get. And I was actually driving back down to Newport after the weekend, and I could see bloody messages coming up on my phone, like in the car when I was going down. I was thinking, geez, we must have got someone big, like, because the draw was at 8 o'clock and my phone started buzzing straight away. I was thinking, geez, we must be after getting someone big. And then I got a phone call then saying that we were after getting United. Just pure excitement, I suppose, from it, but you couldn't be too excited for it either, because obviously we had to win the replay before actually we got them. Do you know what I mean? I think if we didn't win, it would have been more of a sucker punch than anything.
Yeah. And when you won that replay and you were playing Man United as a group, then we just focus solely on that match and what it mean to the people locally as well.
Yeah, so literally straight after the game, bloody got into the change room. Everyone's bloody jumping around the change room. The music straight on after the game. Normally the manager has a bit to say after the game, but that day we had not too much chat from him anyway. We just got to celebrate and enjoy the win, and just looking forward to the United game on the weekend. So we enjoyed it probably for about a day and a half, obviously trying to sort out tickets for family, friends, girlfriends and all. And then we were actually playing Wrexham on the weekend, which is a big derby. So after, when it come to kind of Thursday, we had to focus back on that game until that was done. But no, it was just from the whole 2 weeks really, between the Wrexham game obviously being so big over here for the two clubs, and obviously with there's other Irish lads at Wrexham, and obviously Thomas O'Connor's there as well. So yeah, there was an added bit of spice to that. And then Wrexham game finished, and it was just focused fully on the United game the following week, which is surreal, really. You know, at the end of the day, like you never think like you're going to play against them. Obviously, you always want, but sometimes it feels like it's a million miles away.
Nicky here, Ryan. Obviously, well, I'm a Man United supporter. Who would you support yourself? Are you a United man or Liverpool?
Yeah, I'm a United man myself. So back to a United supporter from Monday onwards. I was this week.
Obviously, with the added incentive, you were captain, and a lot of stuff. I suppose you had a hell of a lot more kind of media work to do and things like that leading up to it, or were you left alone and that side of stuff?
Yeah, no, there probably was a bit more kind of media work, I suppose, coming up from the whole week really before the game. Most days we kind of had either journalists kind of coming in to do interviews, or we were doing interviews on the phone at home. And then we had like one kind of big press conference then a couple of days before the game, where myself and the manager, and then obviously a lot of journalists and kind of cameras there. So yeah, I suppose probably a bit more than usual, but that's kind of comes part and parcel with it.
You mentioned the Wrexham game there, Ryan, being a big derby. Being captain then, was that one of your toughest 2 weeks maybe as captain, trying to keep the two big games like that, keeping the players focused? Like, you're the leader in that dressing room. Did you find that hard, or did you relish that challenge?
No, I relish it probably from the minute I've come in the door, really. It's a different role, I suppose. What I've been used to, but I feel like I was capable of the role. We've got a great group of lads, like as they are. So there's not really too much that needs to be said to them, really. But yeah, no, I think we knew ourselves really with kind of how football goes. You can't switch off from one game, or else it can come crumbling down pretty quick on you. And especially with the Wrexham game, they'd beaten us in the away fixture, so I suppose there was an extra incentive, and kind of we wanted to get one back over on them ourselves. And lucky enough, on the day that we done it.
Did yourself and Thomas go for a drink after that game? Thomas O'Connor?
No, so Thomas was actually, I think he was injured for the last game, so he wasn't actually down at that game. The game before, and his brother was over actually watching Donegal as well, I think. So he was at the home fixture for Wrexham side. So yeah, the O'Connor family were there as well.
Isn't it great? Like two local New Ross lads down there playing like with shall we call Wrexham the Hollywood club. Maybe you don't have the same glitz and glamour down in Newport, but it's a fantastic achievement for the town of New Ross to have the two of you over there.
Yeah, no, it is. Like you said, like the Hollywood factor, I suppose, with Wrexham and all the extra kind of supporters overseas, I suppose, that they've gained over the last probably 3 years. But yeah, no, I think for us we just relished the opportunity. Obviously, with the FA Cup run, sometimes it can give you a little extra kick and kind of incentive to push on for the rest of the year. So us looking forward, obviously, that's kind of the main thing for us. Obviously, we gave a really good account of ourselves on Sunday. I think when the pressure was on, it would have been easy for us to fold after the tough start to the game. But like I said earlier, like we've got a great group of lads, like, and we get on so well. We have the crack like at the best of times, but when it comes to being serious, we can do both. So that's probably why I think we get on so well. I think the character, the group, we're all kind of similar sort of people, I suppose, that we're hardworking and kind of honest and stuff, and it leads you a good way, I suppose, in good stead.
And back to the game itself, when you're standing in that tunnel waiting to come out, standing beside Bruno Fernandes, what are you feeling at that exact moment, just before you enter the field?
Excitement, really. I wouldn't say I didn't feel really too much nerves or anything. I think even for the week, the whole week going up to it, I didn't really feel too nervous. I'd say I probably had, I don't know, a slight bit of nerves when I woke up on Sunday morning, but it was gone pretty instantly. But then in the tunnel, then I suppose it was just pure excitement for the game. I think leading up to the game, people probably think that everyone's going to be kind of uptight and like stressed, I suppose, and really nervous all week going into the game. But to be honest, it's probably the best crack we've had over the week, really. Because look, at the end of the day, they're really a top Premier League side, European team. They've won Champions League, they've won Premier Leagues. All the players play international football, so we were the underdogs, and we knew there was going to have to be a lot of stuff on our side to pull I suppose, an underdog result out. But we knew ourselves that all we could do is give a really good account of ourselves and kind of use it as a how would I say, like, to kind of push us on towards the end of the season. It was always going to be a difficult game no matter what. But I suppose we had spells in the game where we were the better team. But I suppose the quality at the end of the day kind of killed us in the end. Just
touching on the quality, I think the Ten Hag and United gave you the utmost respect with the starting 11 they put out. It's probably bar the goalkeeper. It was probably 10 of their, and obviously Marcus Rashford. We delighted he wasn't there, I suppose. That he started, but 10 of the other players are all top class Premier League players.
I think when we obviously found out kind of about the Rashford thing during the week, we were having a laugh and joke about it, saying, "Geez, it's a good start for us." Obviously, him not playing, but yeah, no, they obviously put out as strong a team, I suppose, as they could pick on the day. So yeah, they gave us the utmost respect, I suppose. It's the way you want it to be as well. You don't want to to be the case of you play United and they're playing their second and third strings, and the kind of players, kind of under 21 players, you want to play the best players that they've got available, to kind of push yourself against the elite players, I suppose. In the day, you don't get opportunities like this all the time. So when they come around, you want to take them to kind of, I suppose, show to the football world and the world kind of how good you can be and stuff. And I think on Sunday, as a squad, I suppose we done that.
And how did anything surprise you, Ryan? Like, I know United started so quick. Fernandez scored within inside a couple of minutes. Were you surprised with their technical ability, or was it the speed, or did anything kind of catch you off guard?
I wouldn't say probably catch us off guard, but I think the speed of how they do things, it's to another level, I suppose. Like I said, just the quality of them. Sometimes you get away with giving teams a chance or two in a game on a Saturday, but when you're playing against United, you can't give them a chance or two, or they'll take it, like they did obviously at the start of the game. But I think just the technical quality of them, their first touch, it was immaculate at the best of times when put under pressure and when not put under pressure. And then just I suppose the sheer athleticism of them. They're all kind of built machines, you could like, just pure powerful and speedy and stuff like. So yeah, that was probably the biggest shock, I suppose. Probably just the pace of the game from them.
Being such a big game for the club and the players and the management and your management team, did you do anything different in the preparation for the game, or was everything trying to keep the same, just trying to treat it like a normal league game, or being with such a big game?
No, it was kept probably as similar as it is kind of coming into a game. We tried to prep it as we would for a league game. We didn't kind of leave any stone unturned, I suppose. I suppose it would have been easy just to probably not show as many clips and kind of individualize kind of the tactics and stuff. Obviously, with a lot of us watching the Premier League games every weekend, there was a lot of United supporters in the dressing room as well. But no, it was carried out spot on, I suppose. There was no stone unturned, and even kind of coming up to before the game, normally every game will get sent clips of players that you'll be coming up against. So for instance, for me, I'll get a couple of videos of either the strikers or the wingers that'll be playing for that team, and it was the same on the Saturday. I got sent the clips of the Rashfords and Anthony's and Brunos and stuff like that. So yeah, no, they kept I suppose, as honest and as normal to us as possible, I suppose, just to kind of try to keep us as calm and kind of prepared as possibly could for the game. It was going to be tough no matter what, but you don't want to kind of leave out any details that you can kind of look back and think, we should have done this or we could have done that. But no, from the whole week we've done a lot of stuff on them, a lot of tactics kind of on their strengths, and then obviously a couple of things on the weaknesses and kind of stuff that we were going to have to implement to attack them on as well. So no, it was a good week for us to prepare, and I think a lot of stuff that we worked on obviously kind of come off.
You started the game with 3 across the back, was it? And then and then you dropped back to a 4 across the back, or did you just keep the 3 centre halves and just put in two fullbacks? But the change, it definitely worked, didn't it? And it really got you back into the game, because I got Garnacho and Anthony on the 2 wings were causing you a bit of trouble for the first 20 minutes. But once you changed that, it was a great tactical move. I don't think United could deal with you then for 20 minutes. The first half, you really got on top of the game, and only for the little flick off of Martinez, I think it would have went in as a wonder goal for Morris, wasn't it?
Yeah. No. So we did start off at a back 3. That's normally how we play in all league games for probably, I'd say, a good 80% of the season. We've played with 3-5-2, and I think we probably realised that we were just a couple of yards off the players, and they were kind of hurting us out wide, I think, in 2v1s and stuff like that. So it made it difficult for the wing backs and stuff to be able to get their duels and stuff, because they're always 2v1 out wide and stuff. So I think us changing back to the back four gave them a little bit more freedom to kind of get more 1v1 kind of tighter to the wingers, and it helped our midfield and forwards, and it kind of got us a bit higher up the pitch, I think. When we had the three at the back, we were kind of stuck in a bit of a rock and a hard place where we were kind of 50-50 kind of whether to press them or to sit off them, and obviously they punished us twice from it. So something had to change, and obviously he was quick on the mark to change that, and I think it turned the game for us really, because when we went back to the back four, everyone we got up 10-15 yards pitch, and we were able to get a bit closer to the players and kind of put them under pressure and kind of force mistakes, I suppose.
Just something that interests me on the tactics of it, Ryan, would you have talked about that before the game, that the possibility of might change into a back four from the back three, or did that not come up in conversation before the game, or had you prepared for that before the game?
Yeah, no, it was prepared on before the game. Obviously, probably not as early that we were thinking about changing the formation, but no, we worked on both systems, I suppose. That we were probably a little bit more offensive, I suppose, when we have four at the back. So we knew there was going to be a time in the game where we're going to have to switch to it and kind of have a real go off them and press them, I suppose, really high up the pitch, and hope to get a few turnovers and kind of win possession a bit higher up the pitch. But we knew obviously he was going to exploit us going the opposite way, because they're elite players, Premier League players. But no, we worked on both formations, and in fairness, we've done it kind of a couple of times throughout the season now, where we switched in game, kind of say the last 15 minutes, we've switched into a back four or vice versa, throughout the year. So no, we were well used to both formations, I suppose, and it was worked on kind of throughout the week.
I looked at the game, and I thought you were outstanding. You definitely threw your body on the line several times. You got some vital blocks in. I'd say you were quite sore waking up Monday morning.
Yeah, Jesus, Monday morning, Tuesday morning, and this morning, I think I felt sore the last 3 mornings, to be honest. I'm already starting to feel a bit better now this afternoon there before I got on this. But no, yeah, you know, in them games, there's going to be times where you're just going to have to throw your body at the line and put yourself on the shooting line, I suppose. That's what we're there for. We're there to put all we can, put our body in the way, and obviously try block as many shots as we can, just to give our keeper a breather, because we knew he was going to be put under serious pressure throughout the game, and ourselves, and especially kind of, I suppose, with the likes of the players that they have, the technical ability, you can't leave them with a free shot at goal kind of from the edge of the box, or they'll punish you like they did, obviously, with their first 2 goals. So yeah, now I was just throwing myself at and hoping for the best, whether I get hurt or not. That wasn't put into my mind. I just had to take it and hope for the best.
You're saying there that you're still recovering from the game today. Would that be normal for you after a game, or is that game playing against the elite players take that extra bit out of you, mentally and physically?
No, I think it was just the game on Sunday. I think there was a lot more workload, I suppose, for us, with them doing stuff a lot quicker as well. There was a lot more kind of, I suppose, like high intensity running. There's a lot more sprinting and stuff. When probably in some games throughout the season, you'll be fine on Monday morning. You come in Monday morning and you'll be spot on. But after the game on Sunday, I think we're all of us putting so much effort into it, and I suppose the mental load building up to the game as well. It was when your legs were getting tired kind of throughout the game, your mind had to keep you going. You couldn't switch off, because if you switch off against them, you're going to get punished. But no, just how quick they done things. You had to be spot on, and you had to be ready to go at all times. And even with free kicks and throws and goal kicks, they had the ball straight back in play. When sometimes on a weekend you'll get a couple of seconds breather before the keeper will kick the ball and stuff like that. But on Sunday they weren't giving us a chance with that. The ball was straight back in play, and we had to be switched on, I suppose, all of us. But yeah, no, I was definitely shooker this week than I usually am.
Just like at the end of the game, I was full sure that the BBC actually cut the filming Gary Lineker moved on quite quick. I was there saying to myself, full sure that they got you out. I thought you were man of the match on the day, definitely for Newport anyway. I thought you were outstanding. So did you nab anybody's jerseys or anything like that after the game?
Yeah, I appreciate that now, Nicky. Yeah, so I got Hodgland the strikers after the game. So hopefully that'll be a good one now in the coming years. Hopefully he can kind of, I suppose, kickstart his United career and kind of get going.
Score.
He did score, yeah. And in fairness, he's a tough fella to market.
He's a big unit, isn't he? For
he's a lot bigger. Yeah, he's a lot bigger in person as well than I thought than he usually looks on TV. I think that was another thing as well with the United players. I was shocked at as well. I think when you look at them on TV, they look a lot different than they do in person. Like they're all kind of big athletes. Like even Scott McTominay come on and he was like a truck. The size of him, like
you're not too small yourself.
Like, no, I'm not. But yeah, no, geez, yeah. So I got Hodgins, but yeah, no, he was rapid now as well, rapid, strong, and I suppose for United, obviously that's what they've been needing over the last couple of years, kind of that kind of number 9, that's poacher number 9, and hopefully it's a good shirt to have in a couple of years' time.
Please God.
Will you still have a drink with any of the players after the game, the players' lounge or anything, or did they stay around for long, or were they out there straight away?
Yeah, no, they were out there. I suppose fairly quick now. I think the few didn't play. They were out doing running after the game, and then when they were done, then it was kind of they're all out the door. But in fairness to them, they're all really really good to us. They're all wishing us well for the season and stuff. So no, they're. I suppose when you look at them on TV, you think they're not human, sort of way. But at the end of the day, after the game, they come out of their way to kind of, I suppose, congratulate us on the performance and putting it up to them, and they just wish us well for the season.
Yeah, just before we finish up there, Ryan, I'm going to bring you back to your time in Wexford, and maybe you'd give a bit of advice to any young lad in Wexford that's looking to make professional football, maybe how hard it is, but how enjoyable the lifestyle can be.
Yeah, no, just for any young kids kind of aspiring to be a professional footballer, I suppose the one thing is you have to believe in yourself first and foremost. It's not going to be a straight road. I can say that as myself in my own journey. Like it's never going to be a straight road, but the hard work and the dedication and sometimes the stuff you miss out on, it's all worth it in the end. When obviously you get to I suppose live the lifestyle of the professional footballer, getting to go in training every day. It's I suppose what a lot of kids want to do when they're younger, and just the opportunity to go in every day and train and obviously work hard on yourself, and then getting to play in these occasions. Man United obviously and stuff like that, but no, you just have to kind of keep your head down, work as hard as you can, and just enjoy it as well. Enjoy it is probably the main thing, I suppose. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, obviously working and stuff, but they correlate with each other. I think when you're working hard and you're enjoying it, it goes a long way. So yeah, that's probably what I'd say to any young kids kind of wanting to progress in soccer.
Yeah, just before we go, Ryan, I texted you the other evening to say that well done, and the whole county were you done the whole county proud. And I just want to say fair play to you for the career that you've had so far. I've followed your career from when you were a young chap the whole way through. You've got nothing easy, and fair play to you for the effort and the stuff that you've achieved to date. And any young lad out there looking at football, you're definitely an inspiration to them guys within the county. And fair play to you, and I wish you the best of luck now for the rest of the season and obviously your future.
Perfect, Nicky. I appreciate that now.
Yeah, look, thanks again, Ryan. And maybe next time you're at home, maybe you might come into us and we'll have a longer chat about your career in total.
Yeah, no bother at all. More than happy to come in when I'm home next.
All right, cheers, Ryan.
Cheers,
Thank
Ryan.
you.
Bye.
All right, lads, take it handy. See you later.
Bye bye.